Interesting. David?
Go. The weekend is just around the corner, and for many this means a two-day free pass and drink and eat whatever you want.
That's really not what the weekend is supposed to be about.
It is, isn't
it is what we do. And the problem is, you've been good all week and then you blow it on the weekend. Health and fitness expert Amelia Burton is here to tell us how not to do that, right?
Yes. Well, why do we do this? Why do we tend to do this in the first place, Amelia?
I know. You get to the end of the week and you want to reward yourself. You want to blow off some steam. Your willpower ends up being about as strong as a piece of wet spaghetti. So what happens is we eat out more, we drink more, we sleep in, we exercise less, and before we know it, we have blown all that good work that we did during the week.
Because you can do that, can't you? You can put on in a weekend what you've spent all
10
week
kilos.
trying to lose.
Unfortunately you can, particularly if you do splurge for the entire weekend, and maybe if the weekend begins on a Thursday and ends on a Monday morning.
Long weekend, how good's that?
But what I do recommend is that you can have a treat day if you're not... I guess if you're just trying to maintain your weight and you're just trying to be sort of healthy and normal, you can have a treat day, but don't have a whole treat weekend. If you're on a bit of a mission, turn that treat day into maybe just one meal.
So either make it Saturday or Sunday, but not both.
Exactly, Sonia.
Okay, all right. So how can we have a splurge on the weekend without wrecking our diet?
Well, I've got a few good tips that you can sort of follow. First and foremost, what you really want to be doing is you want to be ramping up your exercise on the weekend as well. Okay? But
because that's how to treat yourself, isn't it?
Yeah. But as far as eating out, I know. No, you can treat yourself on the weekend. As far as
do the crime, do the time.
As far as eating out goes, so you want to choose your restaurant wisely when you go out. So Japanese restaurant, for example, over Indian, which is very hard to eat healthy.
Sure.
Okay, you want to eat lightly during the day. So if you are going out to dinner, you have a light lunch, but don't go out starving to dinner. So I always have a little low-fat yogurt or a protein shake just
Order
before
2 desserts.
I go
I like
out.
that.
Order 2 entrees.
Oh, sorry, my eyes from here.
David, 2 entrees, and you share the dessert with everyone.
And often 2 entrees is more than enough.
Absolutely.
Isn't it? But it's just that your eyes are bigger than your stomach, aren't they? And you see everything on the menu and you're like...
Well, as we get older, Sonia, I just point at stuff and just do that. Can I ask you, people talk a lot about booze on the weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're talking about. That sounds like it's delightful, though. Does that ruin your weekend splurging?
Well, David, we all know that we do tend to make pretty dumb choices when we've had a lot to drink, and I'm not just talking about food here, I'm also talking about
my wife would back you up on that,
we turn into smokers, we flirt with the wrong kinds of people, you know, but certainly when you drink, your willpower does dissolve, and that's actually been proven as well. Not only that, is alcohol is empty calories. It's what we call a high priority fuel. So do you know that you actually absorb more fat from a meal when you have it with alcohol? So if you had a beer and pizza, you actually absorb more fat from that pizza than if you...
That doesn't make sense. How could that be?
It's very scientific, but it's they call it the permeability of your fat cells. So basically alcohol makes it easier for your body to absorb fat. It's
Science, no.
Chili and caffeine.
I don't believe in climate change either. I don't listen to scientists. Beer and pizza. Whatever the weather is.
It just goes together, doesn't it?
When we're not working, I mean, should we have more time for free exercise on the weekend? Just keep it going? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. And I think that the weekend is a really great time to factor in your exercise, because basically on the weekend, I generally do it first thing in the morning, so get the monkey off the back. Okay, double up, and what I mean by that is have a double session if you can. Okay, so basically...
Sonia's face.
Rolling her eyes here. Double up, make it social, so do it with a friend, you know, we're going to go and do the double class on a Saturday morning down at the gym, for example, and do something a bit different, so try something a bit different. Sonia's looking at me like I'm completely
because
crazy.
Saturday morning comes after Friday night. And
I know where you're going.
Well, you know, it's
the dustiest morning of the week.
Okay, but my friend has a great thing. She calls it the law. And it's just the law that she exercises on a Saturday morning. And no matter what happens on a Friday night, it is the law that you get up and exercise. And actually, if you know that you're going to get up and train, you'll be more inclined to maybe put that 5th or 6th drink down and get home. In fact, I've got a challenge for you two.
5th or 6th?
I've got a challenge for you two.
You don't know us at all.
Oh, really?
We start soon after the show.
Okay. So
after the show.
How about the next 4 weeks we commit to doing some exercise on the weekend for the next 4
not in the
weeks.
script.
That's not in our teleprompter. Louisa? we're running out of time for you now. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, okay, next 4 weeks I want to report back.
Okay, so how do we avoid the weekend weight gain? Quickly.
Okay,
Top
all
5
right, so
tips.
have a free, have one free day rather than the whole weekend. What
Give
I was
yourself a
talking about
break.
before. Yep, eat out sensibly when you do eat out. Don't go nuts.
Yep.
Beware of the beverage calories. So one standard drink is 100 calories, which and 300 calories is a main meal, so just beware of that. Eat more meals at home on the weekends when you can, and of course when you go out, watch those portion sizes. Don't eat like a lumberjack if you're not a lumberjack.
All good stuff. Now we just need to apply it.
Thanks a million so much. We'll see you next week. Coming up...